very important thing. I'm not convinced that employers are so greatly disadvantaged by the current system, but I think that there are a lot of interested parties who testified here today that may have ideas for amendments that could improve this bill. And I would imagine that our chair will attempt to get those people together to talk, being the reasonable man that he is.
Thank you, Mr.
Are there other questions of this witness? Not appearing. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Are there any businesses that want to come up and talk before me? Because I'm against it. My name is Nimrod Chapp. I'm the president of the Missouri State Conference for the NAACP. I appreciate you coming back this evening and giving people an opportunity to be heard. I think that that's important. We as Missourians believe very much in our Constitution and the ability of each of us to participate in government. We're loyal to that. We believe that we are patriots when it comes to American values. That's equality and justice, and that's for everybody. I have to tell you that I'm kind of dismayed at the groups that have come forward today. So far, and I just made a short list. I got the name someplace, but I see that the entire University of Missouri system expanding discrimination. My alma mater, WashU, is also in favor of expanding discrimination. Imagine I paid them tuition. Schools where we send our children are in favor of expanding discrimination. Retailers where we buy our merchandise and the grocers where we buy our food are all united here in favor of expanding discrimination.
Would you please contain your speech to speaking on the bill, sir?
Oh, but I am, because this is nothing but Jim Crow. This is nothing but Jim Crow. You cannot legalize discrimination on an individual basis and call it anything else. Did my mic go off?
Yes.
They might have.
Mm-hmm.
We've been a laughing stock for way too long. If you look at Ferguson, we can't get along in the streets. We have problems with law and order. If you look at MU, we don't listen to students when they complain that they're being mistreated, called names, and then nothing's done about it.
Thank you for your testimony, sir.
Excuse me,
Next
Mr.
witness,
Chair, I
please.
thought that we had 5 minutes for each witness. This man has not.
Please do. I asked the man to speak on the subject. He's not speaking on the subject, Representative.
I am speaking on the subject. I
Is
mean,
there
I just want to
another
be
witness
clear.
that would like to speak?
Mr. Chairman, I would ask you to please allow.
If there is no other witness that would like to speak, I will cancel this hearing. Yes. Otto, would you like to speak?
Mr. Chair, I have questions of this witness. May I ask questions of Mr.
No, ma'am, you may not.
Mr. Chairman, members of
the committee, Otto Fajan on behalf of Missouri NEA. The chair will be glad to know that I've testified before former Senator Pierce long enough to try to constrain myself to 30 seconds, not 5 minutes. Quick, short and to the point, our association believes that discrimination is wrong and should remain unlawful. We're open to discuss if there's a need for meaningful reform to these statutes. This is a challenging task. We oppose the bills as drafted. They are familiar over the course of the last decade to us, and we'll just kind of stipulate to the general objections that have been lodged by opposing witnesses. We think this looks like somebody's wish list on one side of the issue. We think there's room to move forward on something that's positive, and we would welcome the committee's engagement in that debate, and we're happy to be a part of that. Happy to answer any questions the committee may have.
Are there questions of this witness? Not appearing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
For other witnesses?
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. Thank you for reconvening this evening so that we could have this discussion. My name is Elizabeth Fuchs. I'm the manager of public policy for Missouri's statewide LGBT equality organization known as PROMO. We urge you to vote no on these bills as written because being able to fairly seek legal recourse when you face discrimination is a critical reason for having non-discrimination and civil rights laws in the first place. To decrease disability undermines the entirety of the Missouri Human Rights Act, and lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people are not currently protected under the Human Rights Act. But we strongly believe that civil rights laws, like non-discrimination laws in Missouri, are a bedrock of fairness. Furthermore, we trust that Missouri will see the importance of these inclusive protections in the near future. In the meantime, it is critical for Missouri to continue to allow for a fair, able process when an employee faces discrimination, not make it harder for a wronged employee to seek legal recourse. It is for these and many other reasons we respectfully urge the committee to vote no on these bills. Thank you. Any questions?
Are there questions of this witness? Representative
you.
Mitten.
I'm sorry, I had to step out for a moment. Could you tell me who you're with again?
Yes, Representative. My name is Elizabeth Fuchs, and I'm with PROMO, Missouri Statewide LGBT Equality Organization.
And we know that, I guess your members are not a protected class right now. Obviously, I guess that doesn't influence your testimony, or?
Oh, no, that influenced my testimony greatly. Currently, LGBT Missourians are not protected under the Missouri Human Rights Act. We are also not included in the Civil Rights Protection Act. So without these protections, it's going to make it even that much more difficult to prove discrimination if this law is passed.
And did you speak at all the whistleblower aspect of things?
No, I did not.
Do you have an opinion on that?
I'm sure I do. And I appreciate your help.
Did you share that opinion?
If LGBT employees are whistleblowers and there's no legal recourse for them to be protected, one, in a level of being a protected class, and two, if you're whistleblowing an employer who is not in favor of whom you love or how you identify, then you really have no recourse at all to prove discrimination or to retain your employment.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Are there questions of this witness? None appearing. Thank you very much for your testimony.
Thank you for your time.
Are there others who wish to testify? None appearing.
Mr. Chair, may I ask you to again allow Mr. Chappell to complete his
First, for
testimony?
informational purposes only.
Again, Mr. Chair, I would note that the only person of color to testify on this bill was basically had the mic cut off from him, and I would ask you to allow him
Representative,
to
I'm
speak.
sorry, you haven't been recognized. Are there others who wish to testify on this bill?
I'm not going to be recognized to talk about the
No,
man of color to
period.
speak.
I will
Thank you,
close
Mr.
this
Chair.
hearing.